I have no right to stay.
Hallo, hier da draußen. Ich heiße euch herzlich willkommen bei WeTV. In unserer heutigen Reportage geht es um Flüchtlinge in Berlin. Mitte November fand die erste Refugee-Conference in Berlin statt, organisiert von Flüchtlingen für Flüchtlinge. Wir waren dabei und haben herausgefunden, worum es ging und wer sich alles daran beteiligt hat.
Okay, from here, I think we will start up a program for today. And we will start it from a plenum, which we will reflect our minds on our past success, what we have achieved past, and also we will reflect on our mistakes of the past, how can we minimize our differences, and how to deal with the current situation. And 12:30 workshop will take place. The communication, legal affairs, and strategies, like communication between internal, lager people, women, children, supporters, trade unions, politicians, legal persons, lawyers, doctors, teachers, LGBTIQ disabled homeless. And legal affairs, this consists political process and law changes in asylum system.
أنا بحكي عربي بس بفهم إنجليزي.
أوكي ما بتتكلم إنجليزي؟
بحكي إنجليزي لا عادي.
طيب زي هيك ما حدا بحاجة للعربي؟
ما حدا بحاجة.
أوكي تمام، احكوا لي إذا بتحاجوا وأنا موجودة.
Thanks for each and every one. Our people behind this curtain, the one who have prepared our breakfast, the one who have prepared the technical staffs, the one who have organized this room for us, the one who have organized the money for transport, money for everything, and you too, our dear participants.
Wir konnten einige Teilnehmer der Konferenz interviewen. Wir haben mit ihnen über ihren politischen Kampf und ihre Erfahrungen gesprochen.
I lose my family, and I feel alone here sometimes, and I miss my home because I go out from my home and not my will, and that's what make me a little bit stressed and try to think of my family all the time, and that's what make me still confused. But I try to make this depression on me and this feeling of lonely to make goals in the life for the helping the others, to be real unit, not to be just to be alone, and that's make me come to other side in the life to be maybe sometime will be in the future a criminal guy. But what now my hope, this depression on me now, this is sadness on me now, I try to make it for helping the others to change the situation, even in my country or all other countries in the world, all the world. And I have a dream sometimes when I talk about my dreams, some people laughing about me, but I don't care because this is dreams one day will be real, and that's what we fight before. When the march before we was fighting, and it was a little bit dreams. But now it's become real, and that's what we don't lose the hope for that, and don't lose our dreams.
We have just one life. It's time to wake up for everyone, not from the refugee side, also from the society, which is killing and destroying other people's lives. It's time to wake up and end this.
Sind Sie selbst eine Refugee, eine Flüchtling?
Ja, ich komme aus der Türkei. Ich bin in Türkei im Gefängnis 15 Jahre gewesen.
15?
Ja, ich habe lebenslange Strafe jetzt. Ich bin erst einmal nach Griechenland geflüchtet und dann nach Deutschland.
Und warum waren Sie denn im Gefängnis?
Ich bin Journalist und Schriftsteller, Antikapitalist und Antirassist. In Türkei gibt 10.000 politische Gefängnisse. Viele Professor, Journalisten im Gefängnis.
Und wie lange sind Sie schon in Deutschland?
3 Jahre.
Wie ihr seht, sind wir heute am Oranienplatz. Seit 2012 ist Oranienplatz in den Medien, weil viele Geflüchtete hier das Refugee-Camp errichtet hatten. Wir verfolgen den schwierigen Kampf der Flüchtlingsbewegung in Berlin und Brandenburg seither. In diesen 2 Jahren sind sehr viele Aktionen gelaufen. Demonstrationen, Besetzungen und Hungerstreik und so weiter. Viele Unterstützer und Unterstützerinnen haben Solidarität gezeigt. Aber es kam auch zu Missverständnissen, Streit, Uneinigkeiten und so weiter. Also haben sie beschlossen, eine Konferenz durchzuführen, um eine gemeinsame Strategie auszuhandeln. Das wichtigste Ziel der Konferenz war, dass sich alle bewusst werden, dass es wichtig ist, zusammenzuarbeiten.
What are we expecting in this conference? What's your wish of being here? So this is for at least 15 minutes we're gonna do this. And what are our fears? What are you afraid of in this? What are you scared when you heard about the Refugee-Conference? And what can we do to drive ourselves from this fear? Or to reach our expectations?
Und warum sind Sie hier?
Weil das ist unsere Konferenz. Wir campen seit 3 Jahren auf der Straße. Bis jetzt vom Parlament keine richtige Lösung. Wir wollen mit anderen Refugee-Gruppen und anderen antikapitalistischen Gruppen reden für unseren neuen Plan. Wir wollen die rassistische und kolonialistische Gesetz abschaffen. Wir wollen Residentenpflicht abschaffen, Lagersystem abschaffen, Abschiebung abschaffen, Frontex, Dublin.
Das ist ein Reggae-Dance. Reggae-Roots. Let's go.
Arriving here in Germany, in Europe, is a great success. So we have succeeded. The mistakes also on the other side. But how can we minimize these mistakes and our differences? And on the other side, you should remember that we are not professionals. We are people having serious replacements. But we are trying to come out from all this and say, no, this is my right. I am a human being like you. Then why you say I should stay in Iraq? Why do you say I should stay within a small town? Why do you say I have no right to be here?
Flüchtlinge haben kein normales Leben. Das Lagersystem ist das gleiche Gefängnis. Die Isolation, alle Lager zu weit von Stadt. Viele Refugee haben psychologische Probleme.
We found out that it's really very important for us to work on our communication problem. We thought that it's very important to first improve on our communication within the existing groups, because here in Berlin we are very many now, but we are not coordinated. In Brandenburg there are very many groups, but not coordinated. We, the refugees who are now out of the lagers, lobbying for our rights, we must come together. That's why we call this conference, mainly to empower each other and to improve on our communication and to lay down the strategies how we can cooperate.
This is what is destroying refugees a lot. Mentally, physically, spiritually, this is what is disturbing a refugee. Because everybody is afraid to go out of their lager, to explain, to talk about their human rights, to talk about their own rights. Because like everybody is afraid, think when you go outside, police will control you, or you find yourself in prison, or this or that.
Refugees are really shocked when they are brought into the homes. That's why they hide themselves. They don't want to come out. They look like confused people. But I want to say here today that most of the refugees, to take a refuge in Germany is not a criminal act. They are just victims of circumstances. They are not criminals.
So because like they were deporting a lot of people and forced a lot of people illegally just go to the home, take you out of the home, put you in prison. So I experienced more than 10, 15 times in my lager when they come and collect people early in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning.
And there are people who have potentials. Some of them are even educated. I'm glad to say that we even have professors in the homes. We have doctors, we have nurses in the homes. Some of them cannot open themselves straight away because of the fears. Some of them cannot produce their papers straight away because of the fears. And I think the government knows that. And that's why it takes a long, long time before deportation.
We refugees, we have to understand this is our life. We have to commit ourselves and dedicate ourselves to our own problem. So all along, since early days, since from our brothers who was here before, they always try to divide us. They fight also till we, and after we also, the next generation also, is like going to be the same. So it's like time we have to stand and speak out and try to let the world know what is going on.
Rejected. I was rejected in 2012. Mainly it didn't change me, my feeling, because I had already had the thought that I have no chance. Even though they took long to answer me, it took them 1 year to answer me. You know? But from the experience, from what my friends, every time rejection is, they were receiving. So what about me? I was just waiting my rejection any time. So it only motivated me to come out and.
My experiences of my life, which make me a bit more have the strong will to able to think about the others than the selfish guy to not think about me. And that's what make me, I face a lot of unfair situation when people talk about my nationality or anything, because for me all the humans is the same, and for me it's this point of me, it's the real point I fight for. We are same people. These refugees, they come from another country, have a lot of power. If we miss something give them the power, they will be in the way for the criminal way, and that's what we fear from it, and that's what we see it in the facts. So we hopefully from them try to give them the love and the hope for them to find them way and fight for it. Actually, I don't believe in nationality. Wherever I am or wherever I am, I'm in one planet, and we are one planet. I don't believe in Germany, I don't believe in Syria, I don't believe in any nationality, and one day I will destroy my passport.
gospel.
Anyone who wants to write something is welcome. And anyone who wants to say something also is free to say anything you want to.
The first problems from the refugees from the lagers, the fear what they feel it inside, it still be like under controlling. You have to be in the laws, and you have feel so much stress in the German bureaucracy about, yeah, you have to do, this is the law, what is your rights, and about the Dublin too, you have the fingerprints and other things. We talk about the human rights. From the human rights, every person have the rights to move anywhere and everywhere. But in the laws, in the German laws, it's like they still be like, yeah, this is right, but there is this things are about it. And that's what we face it in this problems with the refugees in the lagers. They still be under stress of these things, and they have things about what them rights, and how we can teach them about these rights. And handling them rights about that, it's make them under depression, and some people, they cannot explain them situation, and sometimes they take the violence as an explanation from them.
But I just want us to go out there and have contacts with these people and tell them that the fear they normally have is unnecessary or is uncalled for. Because I think the government of Germany sometimes wants to get to know an individual more. That's why the process takes a long time. And if you fear, then you hide yourself. When you hide yourself, nobody can get to know you better. I see this as the biggest problem of how we can drive this fear out of these refugees, how we can tell them everything is okay, just for the time being, and then it will be better in the future. How we can get to talk to them and tell them this, because this is what they really lack. That's why everybody is fearing so much and staying in their rooms, and then they get into drugs and alcohol. Even those people who are a Christian in their homes, those people who have never did bad things, they start doing these bad things in their home just because of the lack of contact with most organizations, most projects. They just speak, they get the funds, but they don't have contacts with the refugees. So this is what I think should be spoken in this conference quite well, that the projects which have intention of working with the refugees must have contacts with the refugees.
But there is another trouble we have to fight for. When we get our papers, yeah, okay, we back to the site, yeah, to back inside the society and to try to have my own dreams. But how about the others? And that's the problem, how we can inform the people who get them asylum paper, who get them paper to be like in this society, to serve this society. Actually, I'm not talking about the people here, because the people here, they know, and they are sure about what we are doing. But there is a lot of people, and another from the lagers, they don't know how we can inform them, how we can handle these things. I come here to ask you to how. I'm not come here to say, yeah, I have the solution for that.
En venant à cette conférence, mes attentes étaient en quelques points. Le premier point, c'est au niveau de la collaboration.
Coming to this conference, my expectations were several. The first point was collaboration.
Je voudrais réellement que ce problème de collaboration soit résolu.
This is why at the end of this conference I really would like to see this problem of collaboration solved.
Even if we are refugees, it doesn't mean that our lives are in ICU. We are alive.
Nous sommes du groupe Nolager à Osnabrück.
And we are a mixed group of refugees and supporters.
Et nous sommes un groupe mixte de réfugiés et de supporters.
And we are fight against the deportation.
Et nous battons contre les déportations.
And we organize 3 big demonstrations with a lot of other groups.
Donc on a organisé 3 grosses manifestations avec d'autres groupes.
To show about our situation.
Pour rendre notre situation connue.
Until now there is 23 others deportations.
Jusqu'ici, il y a eu 23 autres déportations.
That we could prevent successfully by blocking the door of our home.
Qu'on a réussi à arrêter en bloquant la porte du foyer.
It was much amazing for us. First time we see in Germany like that, blocking the doors and people helping us with our groups.
Ça a été une expérience fantastique pour nous d'arriver à bloquer ces déportations avec des gens qui nous soutenaient.
We should encourage refugees to come out and speak out in forums like this. I'm really encouraged by my brothers in conferences like this, in meetings like this, in demonstrations. Because it's only demonstrations which really work in Germany here.
The other groups from the Stadelbro.
Les autres groupes de
Stadelbro.
Yeah. Ah, Stadelbro.
Yeah. Then start to make a telephone list.
On commençait à faire une liste de téléphones, de numéros de téléphone.
That we could contact to others easily.
De façon à ce qu'on puisse se contacter facilement.
Yeah, now we have 230 people with our contact telephone list.
Et il y a maintenant 230 numéros de téléphone sur cette liste.
And if we have like a deportation, we're going to SMS or calling, and we're going to morning time like 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock we have a deportation, and we are going to blocking. And first 14 or 20 hours before we are calling or sending SMS, and people and our groups, people and refugee guys going together.
Et donc maintenant, quand on a un risque de déportation, on a la possibilité, on appelle et on envoie des SMS pour mobiliser et pour bloquer la porte.
From us, 11 guys get a regular asylum in Germany.
Il y a des cas où on a réussi à empêcher une déportation et où la personne concernée a finalement obtenu l'asile en Allemagne.
And also last Thursday we have a 23rd deportations, and we are successful, very nice, like 120 people there, and last Thursday.
Jeudi dernier, on a eu, donc c'était la 23e déportation qu'on a réussi à empêcher. Il y avait 110 personnes.
Yeah, and we are successful broke the door, and also we are 23rd time. This is the very nice where is the supporters, also refugees together.
Et c'est toujours, c'est très beau de voir les supporters et les réfugiés faire cette blocade ensemble.
It's for us very nice. Thankfully, you gave a chance to demonstrate about our group, about our situation, our city.
Donc on est très content d'être ici, on est très content d'avoir été invité, de pouvoir présenter notre groupe et nos combats, ce qui se passe dans notre ville.
Thank you very much, sir.
J'ai fait 9 ans dans le lager.
I came here in 1997 and I've stayed 9 years in the lager.
Et où encore à Mecklembourg-Vorpommern.
In Mecklembourg-Vorpommern.
J'ai aussi la question que je me pose moi-même. Et comment est-ce que, pourquoi les réfugiés ne viennent pas ensemble? Enfin, pourquoi ils ne sont pas ensemble?
The question I'm asking myself, like why the refugees, why are they not together?
Ça serait bien à ce qu'on établisse une liste pour leur poser la question, savoir pourquoi quand on appelle, quand on fait une réunion, ils ne viennent pas.
And maybe it would be good to make a list to ask the question of why don't they come when a call is out.
Bon, ça serait bien à ce qu'on réfléchisse entre nous et puis nous poser certaines questions pour qu'on n'est pas ensemble et comment il faut remédier à ce problème-là.
So it would be good to talk together about that question, why are we not together, and how to solve this problem.
J'espère que cette réunion va un peu avancer et puis je serai content à ce que ce soit pas que les Allemands qui s'asseyent devant moi ici, ça serait bien à ce que les réfugiés eux-mêmes soient ici pour écouter ce que nous disions. Merci.
Yeah, I hope we will find, we will discuss these issues in this conference, and that not only German will come and sit here, but refugees to listen to this discussion.
So, just to conclude, would you please tell us the conclusion about the last conference?
Yeah, the conclusion that we came up is based on our strategies that we laid down, because we come up with a strategy that all the existing refugees group here in Berlin must have one body, must create one unique body, which we will use it as our political demands, whereby all these political existing groups will have a link to this body, so that they can use it as their central and a unique demand for their political opinions.
Thank you.
Welcome.
So, ihr Lieben, das war's für heute. Bleibt am Ball bei WeTV. Ihr findet uns auf www.wetv.info. Dankeschön und tschüss, bis zum nächsten Mal.
Amen. Thank you. Dankeschön. Dankeschön.